Hey Gage,
Hey Ryan.
what do you think about when people say you should just buy a Jeep for the price of a side-by-side?
I mean, it's a somewhat of a valid point. You can do some of the same stuff. It's just to do the same things that a side by side can do. It's a lot harder on a Jeep than what it is on a side by side.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
What do you think when people say you should just buy a Jeep instead of a side-by-side?
Those people probably haven't owned a side by side and driven them off road because it's completely different. Jeeps are capable, but they're slow. Driving a side by side is more like driving a rally car in the woods than a Jeep.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think when people say you should just buy a Jeep instead of a side-by-side?
I would say the side-by-side would be a little bit more forgiving. The Jeep would be more of a pain in the woods than a side-by-side.
All right, thank you. Okay, what do you think when people say you should buy a Jeep instead of a side-by-side?
Oh, that's a tough one. We've had Jeeps, we've had side-by-sides. They're both equally fun. Just depends on what you want to do and how much you want to spend.
All right, thank you. Honey, what do you think about when people say you should just buy a Jeep instead of a side-by-side?
They're wrong. Jeep's way too big for the woods most places. Suspension's totally different on a Jeep. It's just not going to be the same.
All right, thank you. All right, Brian, what do you think when people say you should just buy a Jeep instead of a side-by-side?
I don't know. I guess if you're going to use it as a daily driver too, like make it more versatile. But
All right, thank you. Editor Ryan here. I just can't sit sidelines on this question. I was in sales for 5 years and I got this question almost weekly. I just need to put my input. A Jeep is going to be absolutely nothing like a side-by-side in the woods. It's an entirely different game. If you're rock crawling, I get it. Jeeps have their place for that. Side-by-sides are still really good at it too. But for the type of riding I like to do, flying through the woods, tearing up the trails, a Jeep is not going to keep up at all. Side-by-side is a completely different game. Way more comfortable, way smoother, way more versatile. So that's my take on it. I think it's a completely different animal.